Hello. As we head into February, we are so pleased to be able to look forward to the restoration of Indaba to its traditional place in the mining calendar. Many things have changed since we last were at Indaba in Cape Town at this time of year. However, what has not changed is the need to facilitate creative and interesting ways in which to extract minerals from the ground. Africa clearly retains a leading role in meeting that challenge. My colleagues and partners in the mining finance team in London will now speak to some of the issues which we are seeing in connection with critical minerals, M&A, equity raising and debt finance.
We've all heard about the global demand for electrical vehicles, coupled with the shortage of the required minerals. And we're seeing this drive a big change in terms of what the industry is doing. So that's driving a great need for refining capacity to convert these raw materials into battery-grade materials. We're seeing tolling agreements for the conversion of the feedstock, and we're seeing long-term supply agreements between those who produce the raw materials required and the ultimate market for the electrical vehicles and the associated battery cells. So all of that's leading to a lot of activity in the mining space. Interestingly, we're seeing some of the major motor vehicle manufacturers globally now looking to ensure security of supply by buying mining companies, and we're involved in a number of those matters.
In terms of mining M&A, the rapid transition to the global green economy is changing mining companies' strategies. So whereas minerals like copper and nickel have always been core commodities, other minerals such as lithium and cobalt, rare earths, have always been regarded as slightly niche markets with opaque pricing. But that's changed, and many larger mining companies are now seeking to access these minerals. And for instance, BHP in 2015, which divested South 32, has now gone back into Africa and acquired Kabanga nickel in Tanzania last year.
We've heard a lot about critical minerals and the importance of them for our net zero economy. And there are clearly a lot of challenges about locating significant quantities of those minerals and then being able to process them outside of China in a really sustainable way. And with that comes challenges about how are we going to finance this development. We've looked at lots of opportunities about involving the motor vehicle sector in that finance. And we're starting to see some traction there with motor vehicle companies putting more money into these projects rather than just looking for the offtake. Coupled with that, governments across the world have been looking at ways to ensure that their countries are going to have access to those critical minerals. And now those government finance agencies are starting to look at the financing techniques as well to bring these projects to market. But that's coupled with the patchwork that we've seen in previous years, with streamers getting involved in the financing, royalty providers, prepayments, and it comes to us as lawyers to put all these financing techniques together in a framework that works with an intercreditor arrangement that is going to satisfy all the different parties. And this is a challenge that we relish. So we look forward to seeing you at Indaba this year and to discussing these challenges and to the way ahead to finance these interesting projects in a really sustainable way. Thank you.